see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you.
Yo, what is everybody? It's ᔕOtaIᗩᒪ Studios here, back with another video. Today we're gonna be doing the unboxing and first impressions of the brand new M1 MacBook Air. So to start this video off, I'm gonna give you guys my background on my computer history so that we kind of know where I'm coming from. I've been on Mac for multiple years now. I owned a Mac Mini since the summer of 2016. Before that, I previously had a Windows laptop for about 2 years or so. For me, it was just time for an upgrade, man. That Mac Mini was getting slow. I need a little bit of an upgrade, and I definitely want to be portable. I've had it for about a week now at the time I'm recording this part of the video. So most people absolutely love this computer. Now, there are some people that are like, no, you should wait until everything's optimized, but the reality is things are going to be continually optimized for the new M1 chips. Other softwares like Photoshop, big time softwares are going to continue to optimize their stuff for the M1 chip, which is the biggest part. Even though they're made for Intel or AMD chips, they still work pretty good. For the M1 optimized apps, they run like butter, man. It is beautiful. Battery life is something that people rave about all the time about this, at least from the videos that I've watched, and I will agree, it's pretty good. But to me, for all the hype it got, I thought it was going to be insanely good. You gotta tone down your expectations just a little bit. Now this is me, I'm not used to the laptops. A long time since I've had one. Kind of cool is it shows what apps are using significant energy, and a lot of times if I use Photoshop and I'm using Final Cut or iMovie, whatever I'm using at the time, if I'm using like all three of those multitasking, it'll go down pretty quick. If you leave those apps open as well, like Photoshop, it drains. Doesn't tamper your expectations on the battery. It's good. I don't, like me personally, I don't know how, what the Apple battery life was like before. I know it wasn't that good, so I'm thinking that this is a pretty good upgrade from before. That's why people are hyped, so maybe that's all you need. But for me, I was just expecting something, really, really good, but it gets the job done. Don't get me wrong, it can definitely hold for a solid amount of time to do some heavy stuff. And as far as speed, I'm going to be showing you guys clips as I'm doing this. Speed of the actual in-house apps, it's beautiful, man. It is beautiful, especially considering what I was used to before on my Mac Mini, bro. Let me tell you something. Just trying to open up system preferences and go to settings would take at least a minute. All right, restarting the computer took 5 to 10 minutes. That's how bad it was. I don't know if it's because I get my stuff for free, and you know what I'm saying, get some viruses, anything like that, some hidden stuff, but that thing got slow. It's not like I didn't have space available. I got rid of a ton of stuff, moved it to an external hard drive. I had 500 gigabytes of that, but it was still doing the same stuff. Now, I did do a lot of heavy editing on there, so maybe that took a toll on it. I don't know. And by heavy, I mean I did over like 1,000 videos on it, and my editing isn't insane. I don't do a crazy amount of stuff. It's pretty basic, but the fact that I've done a lot of that on there, maybe that had played a role in it. So to keep this short and simple, I'm gonna give you guys my conclusion right now. Overall thoughts on the M1 MacBook Air, simply that if you're gonna do a lot of crazy stuff on it, you're definitely gonna want to probably upgrade. If you got the money to spend, go for an upgraded either version of this. Get some higher memory because it's fast. All right, but if you're doing intense stuff, like really intense stuff, I've noticed, I don't do a crazy amount of intense stuff. I mean, I do editing, I do a fair amount of it, and I do, video editing, photo editing. That's kind of the main stuff I'm a creator. But I do not do stuff in 4K or really high resolution or anything crazy like that. Just now is becoming more the norm. It can do it, it definitely can, but if you do a lot of it or at one time and try to multitask, that kind of stuff, it does boggle up. I've noticed even just a couple times of me doing some lighter stuff, if you just try to do too many things at once, it will boggle up a little bit. But still, I've been very impressed by what it is able to accomplish. Like I said earlier, for apps that do not run on the M1, or not optimized for it, they still run really well. Something to keep in mind though is that more and more companies, like I mentioned earlier, are going to continue to optimize their stuff for the M1, and that's why people were like, maybe you shouldn't buy it now because everything's not optimized. But the reality is, this is the future for Apple's computers, and this is going to keep getting more and more optimized. And yes, maybe next year their computer's going to be even better version of the M1. But right now, if you need an upgrade, for sure go for this, man. It gets the job done. It's perfect for creators who are just getting into the creating space, who are not doing intense heavy work. If you're trying to do a lot of stuff, I definitely would probably go with the Pro or even upgrade the Air, or guys are just doing school stuff, this finna be a breeze, bro. This thing will get that done, and it's got no problem doing all that stuff. Safari is optimized for M1. That's what I like to use. I don't really like using Google Chrome. Never used it before that much. I've always liked using Safari. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I personally do use Safari, and it runs very, very well. I also know Chrome is optimized as well, and a little bit that I have used that, it definitely does run good. So since the majority of people are going to be using Google Chrome, I think you'll not have a problem as far as internet browsing and doing stuff within the internet realm. What the heck? On the internet. Now, the one downside that I did notice physically about the computer, and I mean, this is not to say anything like bad about it. I mean, the screen is great, keyboard's great, it's light, it's very, very thin, and the one downside about being thin is it's got 2 of those USB C ports, I believe they are, and so I had to buy an adapter. It cost me 21 bucks, bought it off of Amazon. But then I got HDMI to use for my second monitor over here, and then I got 3 HDMI ports and I think another USB-C and SD and like a SD mini card, something like that. You may need to get one of those if you're gonna try to, you know, connect to multiple different things. Pretty much gonna wrap up this video, and the overall main point is just to say, looking for a new laptop, you gotta go with Apple, man, right? And you gotta go with this new M1 thing. It was $1,000 well spent, in my opinion. That's from somebody who barely makes that much money. You guys are looking for an upgrade, and you don't want to get anything too crazy, but you need something that's fast. This thing will get it done. If you guys have seen anybody else's videos, you've seen that this thing outperforms some of the best older Intel computers, and that's just because of the optimization and what Apple's now able to do with internally in their computers. From what I've seen, the Pro is definitely better than the Air, but it's not light years ahead, or, you know, such a big gap. The Air can definitely hold its own, and if you upgrade that RAM or the storage, I just have 256. I got the base model. Everything I've asked the computer to do, it's done without a problem. Having multiple apps open, browsing, having all sorts of stuff going on, it can handle it, and it's been an amazing experience. This first week I've had it, it's been awesome, man. I love it. So I definitely recommend this to you guys if you're looking for an upgrade in any sort of terms, or if you're just looking to get started into creating. I definitely will look to upgrade, hopefully as long as my brands grow in the near future, and, you know, maybe 2 years or so, I will definitely upgrade to something that can handle more, and that goes, you know, with the territory of getting a little better as a creator. Hey guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you guys want to learn how to get Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, Photoshop for free, I got the videos previously uploaded on my channel about a week or so ago by the time this video gets out. Check those out. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm mainly a finance, Instagram, making money online channel. I'm doing crypto challenges, Instagram challenges, all sorts of cool stuff, so stay tuned for that. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.